The Echo Flask is my favorite hydrogen water bottle that I like to recommend to my clients, but I don't recommend it to all of my clients, and it's mainly just because of the cost. If you're new here, my name is Daryl. I am an award-winning massage therapist, athletic therapist, and holistic nutritionist. Personally, I've used the Echo Flask. I have actually 2 of the Echo Go Pluses, which is the kind of their first model that they did. To be honest, I actually like that one a little bit better than the current Flask, but this you can't buy anymore at all. I've tried a bunch of other ones as well. So this one is I think this one's the Healthy Hydrogen water bottle. It was good. I didn't like it that much, to be honest. Kind of the first time when I actually started to use it, one of the seals kind of lifted up, and that's kind of what it looked like. So I don't know if that was actually doing anything. Let's see if we can actually try to find it. You can see it kind of right there where it's kind of tilted up. That should be flat. That should be flush onto the bottom, and it's not. But the Echo Go Flask is kind of their latest one. It's pretty easy to use. The main thing that I kind of like about it is just the amount of hydrogen that it can pump out. The warranty is one of the best probably on there. There is 1 or 2 that have a lifetime warranty. Oshimita is one of them. I don't know if they'll actually be around long enough to use that warranty, and the other one is Purify. They're both not bad. I do like them. They're still on the list of kind of the top hydrogen water bottles on there. But the Echo, that's all they kind of focus on is just hydrogen water bottles and water filters. Oshimita's kind of expanded their product line to red light therapy, which isn't bad. I like red light therapy. You can see the little thing on the bottom down there. It's just it seems like more of those type of companies spread themselves a little bit too thin, and they're just kind of buying in, versus Echo seems to be like more interested in kind of obviously still trying to sell a product, but that's kind of what they generally focus on. So when I used the hydrogen, the main thing, I was actually dealing with some neck pain at that time. I was having a hard time turning towards the left, and in like a couple days I noticed that went pretty much gone, and I was having that for about 2 weeks. The other things I noticed were calf tightness. That opened up quite a bit, which was nice. Changes in the hips, a little bit more free, a little bit lighter, kind of like less noticing them as well. But hydrogen is one of the smallest molecules on there, and it just seems to kind of penetrate through everything. I think you only need to drink 2, maybe 3 of these hydrogen water bottles, versus you'll have to drink a bunch more from like the clinical standpoint of it. So if you want to just spend a cheaper one, I wouldn't get it on Amazon. They're shit, to be honest. They're just not very good. I've had a few clients come in that have bought them, and they're like, I don't think it actually works, because nothing's changed. They haven't noticed anything. So it's probably similar to like the Congen machines, where it'll spit out a little bit of hydrogen, but what essentially the electrodes start to get corroded, and then that blocks the actual hydrogen from being made. So now you don't get those actual benefits from it. So the Echo Flask, I don't know if it's a proprietary way, but their bottle itself just doesn't touch there, so we can still spit out the hydrogen without being blocked, so it doesn't need cleaning as much. And I think Oshimita has the same way of doing it. At least that's what it says on their website. I haven't tested that product yet, but both are pretty good. I'll put a link down if you want to look into the other types of hydrogen water bottles. But if you're looking for the Echo Flask, I really like it. It's kind of what I suggest for my clients. But like I said, it's not the first thing that I kind of go to. I really like this. So if you're looking for kind of the best hydrogen water bottle, this is probably the best one out there. But the main thing, what I would do is you can go a little bit cheaper, and what you can do is you can use hydrogen tablets. They're a little bit harder to use, but they are cheaper. So what I would do is you can't use these ones. I think these are discontinued as well. I would get probably either 30 days or a 90-day supply. Try that out for a couple of weeks. So if you get 30 days, you can use 2 or 3 tablets. These ones pumped out, I think, 8 parts per million. So that is similar to the actual hydrogen water bottle. So these are pretty good on the short term to see if you're going to notice anything. It's a lot easier to find crappy hydrogen water bottles than it is to find crappy hydrogen tablets, which is a good thing. These are quite a bit harder to make. It's like an Alka-Seltzer. You just kind of put it into actual water. It's going to dissolve. So that's kind of what they look like. So you just put it into warm water. So if it's cooler, it's just going to take a little bit longer to do its chemical reaction. Once it starts to kind of go to the top, the tablet itself, you're going to chug the water. And then I would do that for a couple weeks if you're not going to buy the Echo Flask kind of right now. If you want a discount code, Sync Therapy, what you can use. I think you get maybe 10% off or something like that. That works for all Echo products, but Echo's is the one that I've used. I really like them. They've got an actual pretty good quality of product. The only thing a few things that I don't like about it is obviously I would like to pay a little bit cheaper for it, but it is a rectangular base. This makes it a little bit harder to put into your truck. Not a deal breaker, but it is a little bit annoying when I'm trying to put it into there versus what they had with the Echo Go. That fit perfectly inside the actual truck itself. So I really like that. That's very convenient. So they kind of went a little bit fancier with the more rectangle. It does look nicer. It's sleeker. It's pretty easy to hold. The charging is a little bit slow. I wish it did have a better battery. You can maybe get a couple of them. So it's mostly every day or two, depending on how often you use it. So if you're using the full 20-minute cycles, which gives you the max of it, or 15, one of the two, you're going to need to charge it a little bit more on the regular than something with like the Echo Go, which lasted a few days. So this isn't that great. Some people complain about it being plastic. It's medical grade. You're probably going to be all right now. If glass would break and you would have more problems that way at a certain, because it just needs that pressure buildup inside of it to make. You don't get that much water, but to be honest, you only need 3 of these, so it's not that bad for like maximum stuff that you see in the science. There's, I think, 1,250 different studies on it, some varying from animals to humans. They noticed, so like athletes would be a great one, but mainly it's just it's the potency from the anti-inflammatory side is it helps kind of break stuff down that way. I'll put another link to an article if you want to read more about kind of what actual hydrogen water does. But if you have any questions or comments, please put them down into the little comment section and I'll help you out.